Shona Camirand grew up in Northern Ontario and loves living in North Bay. She is a police officer for the Ontario Provincial Police with a passion for school bus safety. There are many misconceptions about school bus laws. Tonight, Shona will help change these misconceptions to help make the roads safer for our children. Ladies and gentlemen, Shona Camirand.
Hello, I'm Shona Camirand. I've been a police officer with the Ontario Provincial Police for 16 years. Since moving to North Bay 5 years ago, I recognize that we have a problem in this area and probably all over Ontario. People don't know when to stop for a school bus. This is my daughter Charlotte and her friend Ella. They take the school bus together. Last spring, Ella, her mom, and her brother were crossing the street to a waiting school bus when, out of the corner of her eye, Ella's mom saw a car speeding towards them. She managed to pull the kids into safety as the car drove by. The school bus had its overhead lights activated, the stop arm was out, and it's a big yellow school bus. The kids still talk about when they were almost hit crossing the street. I started a new job last September that enabled me to create projects. So after living in North Bay for 4 years and seeing dozens of vehicles drive past the school bus lights, I was able to do something about it. So I created a school bus project. I rode on school buses, I talked to school bus drivers, I researched laws, and I invited people to a meeting. In my research, I found out that school bus drivers have such a hard job. They drive a humongous vehicle with dozens of children on it, watching them through a mirror, often with no other adults on the bus. And they do all this while safely helping the children on and off the bus. I've been encouraging the school bus companies in the area to install dash cams on their school buses to help with court purposes, liability, and school bus driver training. Did you know that Ontario is the only province in Canada that has only red lights on their bus? We use one red light to warn drivers that the bus is about to stop, and then a second red light to tell drivers to stop. This doesn't really make very much sense. So all the other provinces in Canada have amber lights on their buses, just like our street lights. So one of the goals of our working group is to lobby the provincial government to change the laws to include amber lights on our school bus. Most school buses are already equipped with this system, so it wouldn't take much to change them. So our working group is also planning events during School Bus Safety Week in October. The first event is to take place on October 21st. We're sponsoring a North Bay Battalion game to help spread the word as I'm doing here tonight. With the introduction of the stop arm many years ago, drivers are under the misconceptions that they only need to stop for a bus when the stop arm is out. So what is the law in Ontario? I'm just going to read from the Highway Traffic Act. Every driver or streetcar operator, when meeting on a highway, other than a highway with a median strip, a stopped school bus that has its overhead red signal lights flashing, shall stop before reaching the bus and shall not proceed until the bus moves or the overhead signal lights have stopped flashing. All right, what is that in English? When the bus is stopped with its lights on, you need to stop. It's that simple. When vehicles are coming up behind the bus, they're supposed to stop 20 meters behind. Vehicles approaching a bus, they ask you to stop in a safe location. When there's 4 or 5 lanes of traffic, such as Lakeshore Drive, the entire street needs to stop. So all lanes of traffic need to stop for the school bus. And when there's a median in between, approaching traffic doesn't have to stop. Did you know that bicycles have to obey these same laws? And what happened to me today, I was walking on Janie Ave, walking my dog before my kids' bus came, and a cyclist came up to a bus and he slowed down. And I'm thinking, he's gonna stop for the bus. Well, he let one of the kids cross the street and then he drove through the stop arm of the school bus. I was really disappointed. Did you know that as the owner of a motor vehicle, if your vehicle doesn't stop for the bus and someone else is driving, that you could be charged, even if you're not the driver? A ticket for running the school bus lights is pretty heavy, a minimum of $400 plus costs and surcharge, and 6 demerit points for drivers. So how can you help? Have a discussion with people in your office, in your home, in your family. See if they know what the bus laws are. The next time you see a school bus, ease off the gas, give it room, and know that it could stop at any time. This is our campaign, I Stop, You Stop. It's simple. The bus stops, you need to stop. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, OPP Northeast Region. We've got lots of good information, events, what we're doing around the region, road closures. So now that you know, please help spread the word. Thank you.